Howdy everybody, it's me, Manic Mark. I got everything screwed up down here. There's a reason for that. We're going to get to that pretty soon here, okay? Okay. So, doing all that shiny shit. Shiny shit, cut that out. What the hell, everything, oh my god, there's so much going on. Anyway, okay, first of all, you'll probably notice something's totally, I should be wearing sunglasses. It's totally different. The color in the video is totally different. Why is that? Well, because I've been struggling for a long time, practically my entire life, trying to take pictures of art my own art, for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. It's a giant, my whole life is a process of vanity. It's a vanity thing with this art thing anyway. I don't know. When I'm doing it, I'm engaged and I feel interested in life. Okay, so there you go. That's the reason. That's the main reason you do art. So what did I do? I went out and I didn't go out. I ordered them online. Studio lights. Okay, now, because, oh man, it's a long explanation. Because when I'm shooting art, I got all these different lights and there's reflections and this and that and they're distorted and you gotta tweak them and warp them and distort them and color balance them, and I'm still probably going to have to do that, but I wanted to try one more time to shoot art for this book. Oh, but I got to back up. I got 51 illustrations ready to go. Well, not quite yet. I'm really close. I'm going through all of them again, tweaking them, changing some panels and adding stuff to panels. And so for the book, okay, and there's a double truck or a double page spread for the big blowout chapter at the end, not the very last chapter, which has an illustration too, but there's a double page spread and it's just absolutely incredible. I really like what I did. Man, it's just crazy. Anyway, okay. So, but the point of this lighting, and then I'm just going to do a lighting review while I'm at it, because out of all the questions I'm asked as an artist, the most prevalent one is, how do you take photographs of your art? Because people think my photographs look pretty good, but I'm not at all happy with them because of all the work I have to do to them. Okay, like I said, usually they're warped, and I hold the camera weird so I can not get, light bouncing off of it, but then part of the drawing's slightly out of focus, and I can see that. And the color's never like, tack sharp right on. And I got the cameras I got to use anyway. So, okay, so I thought, well, I'll look into soft boxes, and I'm looking, and the soft boxes, it's a light or 4 or 5 lights inside on a pole with a umbrella and a thing over it to kind of like diffuse all the light. Well, I just think that all that's fluorescent lighting, and it's the end of the road, okay? But LED. So I did a search for. So what I did, I'm just going to show it to you because I unpacked it. I bought 2 of these. They're LED panels. There's 600 bulbs in there, LEDs. Okay, I've got one turned on over there, and this one I'm going to go put on the light pole over here. And this is what the hell was ePhoto? It was the manufacturer, and the cases, and you can find a better review than mine online. It's the one I watched anyway. But the cases are heavy duty. They're not plastic. They're aluminum. I decided to try LEDs over the fluorescent lights, which there's a lot of them online, but I wanted to do this because I think most people look into buying lights. LEDs are going to just take over the fluorescent market, and they don't burn hot. They're cool, okay? And this is a rugged unit, and they make a more expensive one, but I want to tell you, it seems so splurgy to talk about prices, but between the stands and these lights, which were marked way down compared to what they're usually marked at, or were marked at, or were originally sold at, with the stands, they were like $320 some $8 or something like that. Anyway, oh Jesus. Anyway, but there's barn doors on them, and they come with the thing here. It's got little magnets on it. So I know this has something to do with light. It's tinted. It's kind of a peachy color. light temperature, but I haven't read up on it, so I really don't know. So I have to experiment. I'm going to be experimenting to try to, down here, I think, with all the other lights on, to see if what I can get, because even with all the lights on, it's controlled. It's a controlled atmosphere because there's no daylight coming in here. Okay, before I move the whole deal up here. Never mind with this thing. You don't have to talk about all that. Anyway, so. Okay, oh wow, holy mackerel. Sorry, creepy disco baby, I don't want to knock you over again. That damn arm sticking out there. Just, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, that could even go back farther. But they're dimmable. I could dim it down. That was full power. Okay, that was full power. This is full power. I dimmed that down a little bit. I don't even know. I'm just gonna leave it on. Okay, now. I got records. I got a whole stack of very interesting records to share. Let's just hold that up. Oh, you know something? I think this will be really handy. I think this light's too... The thing about the LEDs, I think, is they're going to kind of be blue or green, a little bit too bright. That's that. Damn it, I did it again. I knocked that over too. I didn't put it back here. So that's just bright light, and that's got the filter on it. I left the other filter upstairs, but that's okay. We're going to go on with it. You can kind of see what's going on. They're dimmers, I said on both. There's no battery packs on this particular model. Okay, so they have to be plugged in, so they're not portable. But you can see they're pretty light. Okay, anyway, that's the end of it. Now onto the records, and well, I have a sample. Probably not today. I'm still painting. I'm still doing some painting. Anyway, on the book, then. Once then I got to take pictures of all 51 of them, and then I have to do some writing that goes with each one. Okay, then I have to reread the very long book. It's a very long, well, longer than the last book anyway. Pretty long, I think, for the book. Once it's published anyway, it'll be pretty thick. Never mind. Okay, but I got to read through it one more time. Then, I don't want to say that somebody's going to edit it for me, proof it for me, but I found somebody, and I don't want to say who if they do it, that's going to be great, and I'll thank them, but I don't want to put any pressure on them. It's very nice for them to offer to do it. Anyway, okay, going on with the records. So this is kind of an oddball group of records I found. There's 47 of them. This video is going to go on a long time. It's some classical music, but mostly avant-garde stuff, and stuff I'm not even going to be able to see. I don't even know how to hold the album. Burton Subotnick. I know him. I've got some of his records. I don't have this. A Sky of Cloudless Sulphur and After the Butterfly. This is going to be. These are going to be awesome. This is simply a classical music album on London, but London Ben Weber and Charles this will be all about part 2. Okay, sorry I'm such an idiot when it comes to this stuff. And I've listened to quite a bit of it, but it is a whole nother thing that I just really haven't been like submersed in, so I just can't rattle off stuff like wrongly as much, or at least as much as I do with all the other stuff. Anyway, there's another one. This looks newer. Probably 80s. It's German. A box set. Resurrection. Night music. George Crumb. I'm familiar with him. I've got some of his records. Okay. This is on RCA. And there's another one by Charles, W. whatever, for contemporary music. Sorry, this is like really bad record sharing because I have no idea, but I know these are all going to be awesome. Speculant 15th century. Charles, there he is again. Okay, more avant-garde chamber music, I assume. George Crumb, Roger Sessions. It's songs, drones, and refrains of death. That might be a good record to share. Sealed Beethoven, RCA, I don't know. About that, okay, George Roschberg. It's Nunch Dutch, it'll be avant-garde, I think. Okay, big box set. just it just was part of the lot. Okay, man, that's a heavy set of records. And this was, this was in there too. I've already got this. It just was okay. Boston Symphony Orchestra. That reminds me of a story when I was at the record store, where the people are a little bit more hip about things, but everybody knows what they know, and the young people, they're always so funny. Okay, so what are you looking for? I said, this and this and this, and he's like, yeah. And I said, you know electronic music? He goes, oh, have you heard of no? I went, no, I don't think so. Well, they did record it back in the, like the early 80s, and I said, oh, that's, you know, 8 years maybe, or 10 years after the Moog was invented, and I stopped listening to stuff after early Moog pop music stuff, because I don't care for electronic music made after that. I like the vacuum tube, you know, the giant Navy surplus computers in the refrigerated giant room, and they got the music professor who was just crazy enough to step in and try to make music out of the damn thing. That's the kind of electronic music I like. Anyway, okay, go on. American Academy, blah, 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 blah. Morton Subotnick, another one, avant-garde. Spectrum, New American Music, Volume 2, okay. George Rochberg. Schifrin, no, the first one I held up was a Schifrin too, wasn't it? Okay, that'll be good. I think I may have this one already. I'm not sure. Don't remember. And Rochberg, George Rochberg. Okay, well, there he is again. Oh, okay, that could be fun. That's going to be another one, okay. Don't know anything about this. Don't even know where to start. Okay, and George Rauschenberg, another one. There, okay, that looks good. Why this was in there, I have no idea. Anyway, it was. George Crumb, again. Louisville Orchestra. I've got one Louisville Orchestra record where one side is conceptual, kind of an avant-garde orchestral piece, and the other side is just more standard. And I know somebody older than I am that had the season ticket to go see the Cincinnati Symphony, and I would say, oh well, you know, and I was so excited. I said I took a record in. It was from the Cincinnati Symphony, and one side it was kind of avant-garde and new music, and the other side was it. I said, well, I thought maybe you would like that. He looked at it and goes, oh, I hate it when they play new music. Like, oh, I just but you know the musicians, they're like digging it because it gives them a chance to do something that they find challenging. I think anyway to play that he's not that any of it's all of it's challenging, but I think that maybe it would be different for them. It would be a different set of emotions that they would use to do music. Anyway, I don't know, Bowers, Stockhausen, that'll be good. I don't have that one. New Music Assembly, San Francisco Conservatory. Cage, it's Cage Variations for 3 voices, percussion, and solos. Actually, I think know what that one is. Now I've got this one. This is really good. This is the university record, the giant Navy surplus Army vacuum tube computer music was done. Now some of it, the mistake that the early guys made is like, oh, I have to try to make the computer sound like the instrument. So they tried to create orchestral pieces that sounded like instruments, actual living natural instruments, to mimic them with the machine. That was a challenge for them. But I always said, no, don't do that. Just let whatever the machine sounds like, whatever it sounds like, write something so the machine has, that voice can be used in the music, and don't try to force to sound like something it's not. Okay. Gunther Schuller and Elliot Schwartz. Again, I don't know. Get to the bottom of it. Alan Horvath. Chamber Cantata on Chinese Poems, 1954. It's CRI. I think that's going to be all too. Contemporary music, you know, you think they could come up with better covers. I'm just going to say that. For contemporary music, it's like, is this the most contemporary cover that you can dream up? Isaac Perlman, why did that get in there? Ancient Turkish music in Europe. Love poems of John something, read by Richard Burton. That was in there. This was in there. A Steve Allen record. Why? In a whole set of classical music and whatnot, avant-garde, there's a Steve Allen record. And I don't care about Steve Allen. But in this case, this is a really nice cover. So, Steve Allen, one of the most boring band leaders that ever lived, even more so than Monteverdi, I think. Oh, I'm in so much trouble now. The people that love Steve Allen and Monteverdi are now going to come over and try to behead me. Stop talking like that. Okay. Here's a Varese, density 221,5 hyper prism. That's going to be good. Okay. This is also, there's a series of records on New World Recording. I found a couple of them, really didn't care for them. This one I don't think I've had, I'm not sure. Suite for harp and wind quartet, that could be good. It's another Why Didn't You Hire Somebody to Do a Better Cover for You album, American Contemporary Music on CRI, instrumental music. That's all I got to say about that. Oh my God, what a video. It's just crazy. The filter, I mean, how do you interpret what I see? I have no idea.